Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Black. Today, we're going to talk about season 9, episode 6 of Ready to Love. Things kick off with Rasheeah being kicked off the show. In my opinion, I think out of the two, Rasheeah brought some drama, some mess to the scene. It was starting to bleed into the show. So I actually agree with her being eliminated at this time. Now, things move over to Tommy, letting the ladies know that this week we're going to do Non-Negotiables. I want to know more about these guys. Let me know. And then that kicks off with Rasheeah and Justin. Now, I want to stop and give credit where credit is due. Rasheeah looks amazing with her hair short and blonde. I like the way she cut it. I like the way it's layered. Very nice, very becoming for Rasheeah. Now this date, man, I was really rooting for Justin because the last date with those dogs, he was just fumbling everywhere. It just was not a good look. But this one, he did it again. Like, he could not get these steps down. And salsa is not the easiest dance to learn, but at the same time, if you can do the electric slide, if you can do the Cupid shuffle, you can learn the salsa. But from step one, he didn't have any coordination. So it seems to me like anything regarding any activities, he's not the man for those, to be honest. Now, if you want to sit down and just have a regular conversation, he'll do those all day. But when you have to test his skill set, it's not there. Something is missing. So I'm sorry, but that's just what it is. Then, toward the end of the day, Rasheeah was saying that he was giving vibes that he's going to move up to the next to her number one. She's say he are even now. I didn't notice anything about their interaction that would say that if things would be even or things should be even between him and anybody else. So to me, I think that, I may be missing something. You guys, if you saw something that he did that was extraordinary, that was a good look, let me know if I'm missing something because I didn't see it. All right, so up next we have Chaz and Alexis. They go on their first date. This date started off very weird to me because Alexis asked Chaz how he felt about Rasheeah leaving. And I think she asked that question just solely so she can share her story about Rasheeah. Now, to me, I don't think that was the place or the time to bring that up, especially on the first date with someone who you say you're attracted to. You say you have interest in them, so why are you talking about Rasheeah when she's no longer there? So I think it was a bit messy. I think it's a bit catty. I think it was a bit immature for her to bring that up in that setting. But it did move on. They did have a conversation about non-negotiables. They both agreed that cheating is a non-negotiable. Okay, but then it went on to a little bit of light flirting. And then she felt that Chaz was going to kiss her, but Chaz did the smart thing by not kissing her. His reason made perfect sense to me. Hey, I am dating multiple women right now. I'm interested in multiple women right now. I do not want to kiss any one woman and have other women feeling some kind of way because he know they're going to talk. They're going to have conversations. So he don't want to be in that atmosphere, which was smart, nonetheless. All right, so up next we have Patrice, Alonso, William, and Vanessa. William says that Vanessa has been dodging him, has not been returning his text messages. You don't understand what's going on. Alonso says, what is William doing here? He's like, hey, this is not no competition, but, I'm confident in myself, but, on the way here. Now, my thing is this, like, if you're a man and you are a confident man, the confidence you will hold. Why do you feel the need to say it out loud? Who's listening to you? Especially if you're saying this in a confessional, are you trying to motivate yourself? Because if you're confident, that self-motivation will be appearing on air in front of millions of people. So my thing is, just like with LeBron, and you saw how he folded under pressure, but he was like, hey, I'm confident you're not going to take my woman. Well, look what happened. They took her off the show. So Alonso, man, take a beat, man, and you just understand that, if you're confident, be the man you are, whatever. Next up, we saw that, William confronted Vanessa, about, the missed text messages. And she's like, I never got a text message from you, bro. Who you texting? What number do you have? And coming to find out, William don't know how to take down a number. You know how many relationship this man could have missed out on because he don't know how to take down a number? He had the wrong number the whole time. So my thing is that he had to owe her an apology, but I didn't like the fact that he said that to her publicly. Like he it wasn't a side conversation. He said that in front of everybody. Hey, I've been trying to text you, been trying to call you. You haven't, because when you started off that way, now you have to end the whole conversation publicly. So now you have Patrice that's sitting right next to you hear you say, okay, now that I have the right number, I'll text this number and hopefully we can connect from there. You in front of Patrice, like, she likes you, you like her. Why would you put yourself in this situation? So to me, I think William did not do himself any good by doing that. Then they move on to the non-negotiables. Now, Alonso says he doesn't have any. He down for whatever. He cool with whatever. And to me, that is a red flag because, everyone has boundaries. So when you start dating from your teens all the way up to adulthood, you want to learn about in their relationship. So you learn what you'll do, what you won't do. Those boundaries are set then. What works for you, what doesn't work for you. For you to say you don't have anything is either you're not paying attention or you're just a walking red flag. And to me, I think Alonso plays around too much, especially with serious questions like these. He needs to take life and relationships a little bit more seriously than how he does. It's in my opinion. But, Alonso going to be Alonso. Then William says his big thing is being fit. He said he goes to the gym every day. Now, far be it from me to talk about anybody going to the gym every day, because I'm not a hater. But I'm just trying to figure out what it is that he does when he goes to the gym. Does he shoot basketball? Does he play racquetball? Does he go to the locker room to watch the game with the fellas? Or what is it? Because it can't be weight training. Because if he goes in there and he weight trains every day like he says he's doing, he would have a completely different type of physique. So I don't get it. I don't understand it. Maybe it's not for me to understand, but for him to say he goes to the gym every day, now I'm trying to figure out what it is he's going there to do. Does he work there? Part-time job. That's what it is. Part-time job. Got it. All right. So next up we have Mika and Dominique going out on a date. First question is why? Why are you two going out on a date? Because Dominique just told you he want kids. Mika just told you, Dominique, she don't want kids. So why are you guys agreeing to this meetup? But, it comes out that Mika is compromising herself. And the reason why I say that is because she's been saying for the last 5 episodes that she does not want any more kids. So if you don't want any more kids, why are you changing it now? So now she's saying she's never met a guy to make her want to have another child. But if she did, she would. Why didn't you say that in the beginning? Because you know how many other guys probably would have saw more interest in you because of that. But because you said it the way you said it and you stood 10 toes down on it then, now you compromise yourself because Dominique's vibe completely shifted and completely changed when you said that. Because you made the bend on your non-negotiable, which was kids, and his non-negotiable was having kids. He said that he's not moving his. You move yours, but he's not moving his. So now Dominique is looking at it as like, hey, she been standing 10 toes down on not having kids. Now she's changing it for me, possibly for me. Oh, she must really like me. Oh, okay. So if she likes me, I don't have to make any changes. And sometimes that's the way it goes. People play games, mental games in relationships and dating all the time. You just got to be aware of it and move accordingly to get yourself out of that situation. So Dominique, he may be a red flag. Dominique may be a red flag. We're going to see about him, though. We're going to see. All right, so up next we have Maya and Justin. Now, for some reason, Justin feels that Maya is into him. Well, he can get Maya. So something about that twerk session, that little 3-second twerk session she gave him, just made his day to the point where he really thinks he has a shot at her. So Maya's energy when they interacted with each other, it was very on the surface. Nothing that was coming out that was saying, oh, I'm into you. And Justin has to read the room a little better to understand where he is, because if a woman's into you, she'll say it, but she'll also show it. And the showing piece was what was missing. Also, why was there only one drink on the table? They're both on a date together. Why is it only one drink? Okay, rule of thumb is that someone's drinking. I don't care if you're drinking water, Sprite, or whatever. Drink with your date. Guys, drink with your date. So, then what I don't like is Justin asked the question of who is your Your closest interest, your best interest, your top, your number one. I don't like that question because you're comparing yourself with who she already has. Why are you asking this question? If you're the man, if you're the guy who wants to pursue her, do the best that you can do and don't worry about anyone else. If you're doing the right things, you will come out on top. If not, you won't. But don't worry about what the next man is doing ever. It just sounds insecure to me. So Justin, he's got to find his way. I really think he got to find his way, but I can see some reasons why he may be on this show, to be honest with you. All right, so up next we have Rasheeah, Jonathan, and Will. This date is a really good date. I love dates where you can pick up on all five of your senses. You can incorporate that into your date. You can touch, feel, hear, taste, and it's one of those type of atmospheres where you can really vibe out in. So I really like that. But of course, Jonathan didn't like that bowl sound in his ear. He said it off camera, so it's no big deal. But I'm like, well, tough through that. It's okay. They had a conversation about the non-negotiables, and Will's non-negotiable was about faith and religion. So you got to respect that. But when it comes to Jonathan, he didn't take the question seriously. He didn't really want to answer the question. So he just came up and made some up on the fly and then try to get up out of there. For one, I don't know, like if you don't like the woman or the person across from you, don't make an exit like that, especially when you know you're up for elimination. I don't know what Jonathan was thinking, but I'm sure that had a big part in his being eliminated because you don't do that. And for some reason, Jonathan does not like to talk about himself. He gave his reason later on, saying that, he don't talk about himself because if the woman ends up not liking him, then what is that going to do for him? She got all this information about him, but it's not even about that. It's just about giving enough of yourself to allow a woman to have an informed decision about whether she wants to continue to date you or not, and that's being fair to her, instead of popping up and her finding out something later on as far as like an ex-wife or something. So Jonathan got some growing up to do. He has some maturing to do. But after Jonathan left, Will and Rasheeah started talking, and Will was just firing off questions back to back to back to back. So my thing is that, I understand that when you're dating, you want to know things, you want to ask questions, you want to get to know the person who you're with. But there's a way to do that in a conversation that doesn't feel so much like an interrogation. So to me, I think that the better fit would have been him starting off asking this question, allowed her to respond, you respond as well. But in her response, you have to listen to what she's saying. Find a key word in her response and then make another question about something that relates to one of your questions based on a keyword that she used in her explanation to you. So it's just a back and forth at that point instead of it being, like I said, like interrogation. But Will is Will. He has to learn that skill too. So wish them both the best. Now the ladies are deliberating, right? So they're talking about, who they like, who they got, what they got to come with them, all this, that, and the other. Alexis comes out. She says, her and Chaz had a nice date. She went into detail about they almost kissed. He did this, he did that. And I have to agree with Mika that she should have kept her mouth closed, that you don't run and kiss and tell. And that's been the thing with Alexis. She tells too much about situations where she needs to press the stop button. Mika even quoted Brandy. She said, everybody knows almost doesn't count. She dropped bars on her because really didn't matter. If he didn't kiss you, why are you telling me that it almost happened? But then again, Alexis has to take a lot of responsibility and a lot of accountability for the mess that she kind of starts up, in my opinion, because, her conversation with Chaz, like I said, that was messy, that was catty for her to bring it up for Bakoshia. And then, for her to bring this up, it just seemed like she likes mess. She likes to be in the mess, one or the other. But she got to be accountable for that because the whole Will situation, she wasn't supposed to go back and tell the inner details of that because what Patrice said, it was a one-off. It wasn't what the other ladies were experiencing. She just told about one interaction. For you to bring it up, you knew what you were doing. You knew what you're doing. And for Will, the bottom three was Will, William, and Jonathan. For Will, I think he eliminated himself by like on that hunt for the woman who said that about him. You know, he interrogated the women, they felt uncomfortable, and it ended up being his demise on the show because he was pushing something so hard. Then when he finally found out, he didn't do nothing. So what was the whole point of you even going through all that? So Will did that to himself. Jonathan has a lot to learn about being able to communicate and being able to give a piece to himself, but still not feel like he gave it everything. He has to find out what the happy place is when it comes to that. I think William needs to really wake up and understand that he needs to give more of an adventurous side of him. Like I said, ladies love the adventurous side. If he's not giving that, then he's going to be gone soon and very soon. So, wish him all the best of luck. But before I end, man, I just want to give a shout out to Enrique Sons, the fan base. You guys rock, man. You guys have really came in and joined my channel, blew up my channel. I have a lot of subscriptions in the last couple of 2 weeks. I really appreciate that. Please keep it coming. Please keep me growing. I keep coming with more content for you as well. I'm really considering doing Love is Blind. Let me know if you guys want me to do Love is Blind, and we'll go from there. But Love is Blind is one of those shows that sometime any given moment it can really irk me, and I want to stop it. But hopefully I can keep it going. But I'll start with episode 1 and see how that goes, and then have that conversation. But let me know what you guys think, man. Until next time, like, comment, and subscribe to your boy. Peace.